talk about my favorite winter perfumes. That is one thing that I love talking about. Perfume, fragrance. I fell in love with niche fragrances probably 2 years ago. I've always loved perfume. I feel like it is a very strong portal for me into nostalgia, memories, all of that stuff. So I want to share some of my favorites. I think that some of these like you can wear all year round, but a lot of them are just perfect. They very much encapsulate cold weather season and wanting to either be very cozy and warm or crisp, fresh, all of that stuff. I will say, full disclosure, I typically like cedar notes, moss, musk, ambers, something like very woody and warm. I love second skin fragrances, and sometimes like if I'm feeling like I want to lean into more of my feminine side, I'll gravitate towards citruses, irises, orises, vanilla, and rice. I'm going to start with my two most complimented fragrances of all time. This is Valaya. I mentioned it in my last video, but this has peach, aldehyde, bergamot, mandarin, orange blossom, musk, vetiver, lily of the valley, a very small hint of vanilla, and Brock's. I think that's it. This is very similar to Fleur Narcotique. I can't say that, but Ex Nihilo. That one is very similar to this. However, my skin really likes this one a lot more. And I like to pair this with the second fragrance that I'm going to talk about, which is Molecule. But this is Parfum de Marly, and I've smelled the other Parfum de Marlys. I'm not a Delina girl. I don't like the other fragrances that they've made so far, but this is great. And I love it so much that I even got the hair mist. And if you're not wanting to bite the bullet on this price tag, this is a nice alternative to the fragrance if you want to just kind of like play around with it and see if you like it. This is my empty bottle of Molecule. This only has one ingredient and it's ISO E Super, but this is a very warm, woody, musky, ambery second skin fragrance. I get so many compliments on this. The whole idea and concept behind this perfume is to bring out the natural scent that you have, or what people like to call pheromones, which some people say they don't exist. I think they exist. I don't know. I am a very sciencey STEM girl. Fun fact, I do believe in pheromones, or at least something very similar to the concept as a whole. But this fragrance is great, and this plays so nicely with other scents. So if you are someone who likes to layer, you can't go wrong layering with this fragrance. Falling Trees by Regime de Fleur is a beautiful woody fragrance that has oak, juniper, benzoin, myrrh, incense, moss. It's very woody, ambery, romantic, aromatic. I think that this very much embodies what I feel dark academia would smell like, as if you are walking through the corridors of either Central Park in the middle of winter when all the leaves are gone and it just looks like a forest, or the corridors of the New York Public Library on a very dark, stormy, rainy day. This is very androgynous, and I love androgynous fragrances. So this is one of my favorites by her whole collection. The other fragrance that I really love by Regime de Fleur is Tears, and this you can easily wear in the spring and in the summer. This has notes of iris, ambergris, orange blossom, pink pepper, mandarin orange, cognac, orange blossom, and it's a very musky, iris, floral, spicy scent, and it is woody as well. But this just feels like melancholic spring, like the transition between winter and spring when you're longing for warmer weather, but it's still very rainy and gloomy. And I love the feeling that this fragrance gives me, because I love feeling melancholic. As masochistic as that sounds, I love the feeling. And I think this would be beautiful in summer too, like monsoon season where it's storming and humid and the skies are really dark. So I love this. I'm extremely picky when it comes to vanilla fragrances, but Tehota by Indult is one of the very few vanillas that I fell head over heels in love with. This is vanilla and musk. Very simple, very straightforward with the projection and the overall wear that you get on your skin. And I think that this layers beautifully with other fragrances if you like to layer vanilla with other scents that you like. Parisian Musk by Matière Premiere. This is one of my favorite perfumes. It is very fig forward and there's no fig notes in it. There's cedar, musk, ambroxan, ambrette. It's very woody and ambery, but it's so beautiful and it's fresh and it's like I've never smelled anything like this before. And this I think you could wear in the summer as well, but it's warm, so it's perfect for winter. I think that I have a full-size bottle of this, and when I moved into my new apartment, I have yet to find it, which is absolutely devastating for me. So I'm living off of this sample for now, but this is beautiful. If you get the chance to get a sample of this, I highly recommend trying it. Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle is the first perfume that made me feel like a woman. This is the most sensual fragrance that I own, I think. And so we have Portrait of a Lady, Valaya, and Molecule. These three are the type of perfumes that people will stop me on the side of the road or in the middle of the sidewalk and ask me like, what are you wearing? You smell so good, yada, yada, yada. And what I love so much about these two is it lingers on clothes and it almost smells even better on clothes. Like my leather jacket, my comfort leather jacket, it smells like me in a good way. So anyways, let me tell you more about Portrait of a Lady. Dominique Ropillon is such a brilliant perfumer. There are so many different notes in this fragrance, from rose, clove, raspberry, black currant, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, benzoin, amber, cedar. It is such a sensual fragrance. That's all I can describe. It's very feminine, very, very feminine, men can wear it too, but I feel like this encapsulates what it means to be a woman late at night going to a jazz bar by herself because she doesn't need anybody else. I don't know. That's like the vibe that this gives. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about Le Labo, as do I, but this is one of the very few fragrances by that perfume house that I really love, and that is Thé Noir. And I feel like you're either an Another 13 girl or a Thé Noir 29 girl, and I'm a Thé Noir 29 girl. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions about Le Labo, but I actually really enjoy that fragrance house. But I'm very partial to the very few fragrances that I do enjoy, and Thé Noir 29 is my favorite. I feel like you're either drawn to Another 13 or Thé Noir 29, and I love this one. This has fig, bay leaf, bergamot, cedar, vetiver, musk, amber, tobacco, hay. It's very balmy and warm and comforting, and I feel like this is another very sensual fragrance. Orpheon by Diptyque is another one that I recommend. I don't have it on me, but not the perfume, specifically the shower gel and the solid perfume. And that one has juniper, cedar, tonka bean, and jasmine. This is another all-time favorite of mine, especially the shower gel. I highly, highly recommend that one. And lastly, my bedtime fragrance, White Rice by Danom. This has rice, orris, musk, and jasmine. It's beautiful. Oh, there's vanilla in this as well. This is so comforting. The perfect fragrance to wear to bed. I hope that you are doing well. I think it is Sunday that this video came out. I was trying to decide whether or not I have the capacity to post 2 videos a week. I'm gonna try to do 2 a week. I can for sure commit to 1 a week, but I really enjoy doing this. I enjoy the editing process and the long form content and just being able to like talk in more detail about books and other things that I'm liking. I'm also trying not to say I say it way too much, and I'm trying to be cognizant of it. So there we go again. Fucking hell. Doan had a sample sale, and normally I'm not a very impulsive person. I usually wait to make sure that I want something like 100% before I go and buy it. And they have this shirt called the Henry top, and it's been on my wish list for almost 2 years. It's not on sale, but I saw it in person and I tried it on and I really loved it. I'm wearing it right now. This is the black one. I also tried on the white one, which I have every intention on going back to get because I feel like it's the perfect top to wear like in spring and in summer. But my aura, energy, style, aesthetic has always been darker colors. But I do love like a white, crisp, ghostly Victorian nightgown type of look, especially when you're wearing it not to bed. Like wearing a nightgown to the grocery store or to the store or out to the park with friends, I feel like is perfect. So I love both colors and I'll get both eventually, but right now I went with the black and it's really pretty. It's very like lacy and ethereal, but in a gothic way, which I quite like a lot. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about today is my thoughts on The Idiot by Dostoevsky. I went against my wishes of trying to take my time with books for this one. I kind of read it quite quickly, but I very much enjoyed it, and I read it starting in December, so I kind of cheated a little bit, but I finished it recently. So I'm going to share some of my thoughts with you guys today. So let me tell you what it's about. The Idiot is a novel about goodness in a world that doesn't know what to do with it. Prince Mishkin is the protagonist, and he is a gentle, empathetic, and painfully sincere person. Traits that make him both magnetic and tragically vulnerable as he moves through chaotic, morally gray world of the 19th century Russia. His goodness acts like a spotlight which really exposes the flaws and contradictions that everyone he meets has about him, essentially. And I think that what makes The Idiot so compelling is how it balances the character's complexities with very big, timeless questions. So, what does it mean to be good? Can good survive in a world that values power and self-interest? And I think Mishkin's relationship with Natasha specifically is a very fiery one. It's very self-destructive because she's a very self-destructive woman, and it sits at the heart of this exploration. Her struggle to believe in her own worth, paired with another character's obsessive love, and it just creates this very tense, heartbreaking dynamic. I think Dostoevsky's writing is very dense, but it's also unforgettable, and I think his insights into human nature feels sharp and timeless. I feel like The Idiot isn't just like a regular story, right? It's an emotional experience. It's a intellectual journey that you take as a reader. It's challenging, but it's also deeply rewarding if you commit to it. For anyone who loves novels that really push you to think and feel, I feel like this is essential. And for me, this book was a profoundly moving experience, which is what I look for in literature. I think Dostoevsky really has a way of drawing you into the intricate web of human emotion. It makes you question morality, vulnerability, and just the fragility of goodness in a deeply flawed world. Even the quieter moments in the story carry a weight that really lingers. And while The Idiot is not an easy read necessarily, it's the kind of book that really rewards you with your patience. I think there are layers of meaning and insight, and it's one that I would just wholeheartedly recommend for anyone who is seeking a novel that resonates with them just long after they read it. One thing about me, if you do not follow me on TikTok or have never seen any of my other videos, I very much love Dostoevsky. I love The Brothers Karamazov. I think that's probably one of my favorite books of all time. I loved White Nights. Yes, Crime and Punishment and Notes from Underground were great, but I think White Nights and The Brothers Karamazov, even Natachka Nesvanova, that book was very good. And now The Idiot, which I very, very, very much enjoyed. And I've kind of been like in between this and Anna Karenina, which is my other project book. So I like started the year off very ambitious, to my detriment. But I ended up really, really loving this more than Anna K. And I was starting to like Anna K more, but just as I finished this, I think this came higher ranking. Last thing I will say is, for me, it's really important as a reader to kind of like have multiple books that I'm going between throughout the week, because I'm a mood reader. So I'm not always in the mood to read this book. Like this is very, very. And I like to have other books that I'm like pairing with this. So I decided to read Abigail by Magda Szabo. And I started that kind of right as I was finishing this, which was such a nice like break, if you will. Just something different, something lighter, something more refreshing, something a little bit more modern. I'm trying to read a little bit more of like a modern repertoire this year, in conjunction with classics and philosophy that I know I love so much. So I literally just came on here to show you my shirt. It just came in the mail and I was so excited about it. As soon as Cuckoo Intimates like posted it on their stories, it was a very impulsive, irresponsible purchase, but I justified it in my head because all purchases for this shirt go to this nonprofit organization called Room to Read, where they help educate children. So I felt like, yes, it was impulsive, and normally I don't do stuff like that, and I'm trying not to buy into overconsumption, but look at the shirt, and it went to a good cause. And it's really cute. Like, I really, really like it. And I feel like this is like what I want to wear to bed and to the store. But it's really nice. And I'm sitting here amidst my books because I'm trying to prepare a very nice like Valentine's Day video for you guys. And I'm like looking through all of this stuff to find like my literary erotica and really, really good smutty books, but also really good love stories, classic literature, like all the good stuff. I'm also writing a Substack post about like different films to read, films to watch, like activities you can do. I made Valentine's playlists, which, like, no surprise here, it's very jazzy and very nostalgic because I love living through nostalgia like 90% of my days. I just found this one, which is Love Poetry. I actually have not read all of this. I've read parts of it, but just look at the cover. The cover is so beautiful. But I have like Goeth in here in this stack, lots of Anais Nin, Catherine O, Dennis Cooper, lots of good stuff. So I am really excited to share it with you. And I think that I'm gonna post my Valentine's Day video like the first Sunday of February. That way it gives you a couple weeks to get excited about the holiday and read some books in preparation for Valentine's. And I really love Valentine's Day. And this is coming from someone who has been single like my whole life, pretty much. I've never really been in like an actual relationship. I've been like very, very single for like almost 15 years. But I love Valentine's. I love love. I love like, oh my God, I sound so annoying right now. I don't know. I love like seasons and holidays. So I get really excited to just like share with you ways to make it feel special for you and nobody else but you. And if you have a lover, then it'll be for both of you. But either way, I just hope that it brings you like happiness and nostalgia and comfort, and hopefully it'll make you feel less alone, because I know that for some people, like, they deplore the holiday. But I'm trying to convince you and change your mind to make it feel special. Definitely chocolate is going to be involved, and a good film and a good meal, and I don't know, something special for you to do just for you. I also very much support like treating yourself on that day, whether it means flowers if you're a flower person, chocolate if you're a chocolate person, like a good meal if food is your love language, like maybe something that's been on your wish list for a really long time that you want. Like, I feel like it's such a great way to do something for you, and celebrate you. I sound very cheesy right now, so I'm going to stop, but I can't wait to share the Valentine's Day video with you. I have a leftover gift card from Sephora from Christmas, and I need to like restock on a couple things. And I also have like, I think a $50 gift card to Nordstrom from Christmas as well. And I really want to get a candle, so I think I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll bring it home and show you guys what I got. Okay, I have some stuff. I think I want to do a video soon of like some of my beauty favorites, just because I've gotten some comments asking about lip stuff and other things that I like. I'm not like a beauty makeup person, but I can definitely share some of my faves like in a video coming soon. I really like Laura Mercier, the like loose translucent setting powder, just to kind of help like blur my makeup. And I also actually really like the Charlotte Tilbury one, because it's like a compact, because sometimes like the powder gets in my nose and I don't know, it makes my lungs kind of messed up, because I have really sensitive skin and I have allergies and asthma, and I'm like, I don't know. So sometimes it like really irritates me, and on days that I feel like sensitive, I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury like airbrush just for like some matteness to my makeup. But then I just now discovered that Laura Mercier has like an under eye blur powder, and for a while I was using Pat McGrath, and they made like an under eye blurring powder, but I like Laura Mercier better. So I want to try this and see if I like it. Also, when I came home, I kind of felt like I was losing my voice, and I really, really, really hope that I'm not getting sick. It's ominous. Let me tell you, it's very ominous. I feel it coming, because my back kind of hurts now, and I'm just like, please, whatever deity like lives in the sky, please don't let me be sick. But like, I don't know, you guys. Like, it's feeling very ominous right now. Back to makeup. I think what I'll do with this one is use like a blender, like an eyeshadow blender brush, and just go like under my eyes, because I have like hollow under eyes. Sometimes they're darker too, so I don't know, I feel like I might need this sometimes. These pimple patches from the Inky List, like, okay, Starface, I love you. I love the aesthetic. I love the concept, but they don't work. Like, I want them to work so bad, but they don't. These work so well. And on the occasion that I do break out, like, this nips it in the bud immediately. So I highly recommend these. And I know everybody has this spray, so this is nothing groundbreaking, but I like this like for after the gym or after like a long day of school, or if I just want to feel refreshed. I use this, and this is like the travel size one, so I can put it in my bag. Okay, I know I've mentioned this already, but these Ole Henriksen lip balms are one of like my favorite beauty purchases over the past like year and a half, and I'm very late to this game. I've tried them all. I've tried all of the lip balm peptide treatments. I've tried the propolis one that was going viral for a while on TikTok. I've tried them all. This is the best thing, and they taste amazing. Like, this literally tastes like a creme brulee. This strawberry one is like, it tastes like strawberry shortcake. So if you've not like jumped on this bandwagon, like if you were to buy like anything that I'm showing you right now, these are the best, and they taste really yummy. Okay, this is like that airbrush blurring powder that I was talking about earlier from Charlotte Tilbury. This is like the travel one, but I like this one. It doesn't get all up in my nose and in my lungs and in my face. Like, it's just very like nice and smooth. Okay, I'll talk to you about my lips and what I do for them. I really love Charlotte Tilbury. I think that the quality like matches the price point, because I've tried a lot of other lip stuff and I've landed on this for the past, I think, years that I've used this. So I already have this on my lips. Like, this is like my base, and then if I want to go light, I'm getting sick. Literally, like, I'm getting sick. If I want to go light, Pillow Talk Charlotte Tilbury, like the original. And then this is the Dior Lip Glow in Rosewood, which I really like. Just like a light layer after I do the lip liner. And this is the best, most long-lasting lipstick I've ever tried in my life. This is the Dior, I don't know, but it looks like this. And this, for the light one, I do 100, which I think is like Forever Nude or something like that. And then if I want to go dark, I do Pillow Talk Medium, same Rosewood lip balm, and then this one, which is called Forever Unique. I wear this most of the time. Like, this is what I'm wearing today. So that's kind of like my lips, and I want to do more. It's kind of fun talking about makeup. I feel like a girl. I don't really talk about this stuff with anybody. Like, I don't really have anybody to talk about this stuff with. My voice, okay. So that's what I got. I did find my Byredo candle. I really enjoy Bibliothèque a lot. It's very strong, but it feels very like perfect for autumn and winter. I've had my eye on this one, which is Cotton Poplin, for quite a while, but I wanted it late summer, and as I transition into autumn, like, I don't really want a clean fragrance. And this one, the notes in this one are chamomile, cedarwood, and sweet musk, and like, that combination to me is so perfect. And I feel like it's perfect for the end of winter, when you're just like dreaming of spring and you're dreaming of like warmer weather and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna open this. I'm kind of curious to see how it burns compared to Bibliothèque, because Bibliothèque has such a strong throw. This is very hard to open. 1 second. Okay, we made it. Now I need to take, Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Okay, I can take the lid off now. This is so clean. This is like when you clean your house at the end of winter, you do like your spring cleaning, and you just want something like very fresh, clean, fresh, welcoming, like the kind of candle that you can burn if you have guests over and it pleases everybody. And I'm all for buying candles and fragrances that are like just for you, right? Like your own thing. But this just feels like I love this. Like I want to burn this before I go to bed because it smells so good. It smells so clean. I'm gonna stop talking now, but I'll let you know how I like this. I think I'm gonna lay down on the couch and read a book and have a cookie and scroll through Pinterest and burn my candle and then go to bed and hope that I don't wake up way worse than I'm already starting to feel right now.